Hey guys, Gator here, and I'm playing some Dragon's Dogma with my friend Dr. Ragelot here. I'm starting an assassin character. Say hey, Dr. Ragelot. Yeah. So, he is going to instruct me on how to build a bow-based assassin properly. He said to start out as a warrior at level, and then try to be level 10 by the time you hit Granzis so you can switch. I'm going to be doing a bunch of slight secret stuff in the beginning here.
I'm pretty sure it's a fireman.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say? I think I may have messed up there.
Warrior.
But yeah, yeah, it's a fighter. Sorry, I screwed up there, guys. My bad. Tell me in the comments if you want. And I'm just grabbing some unique little items here and there. Help me get started.
The reason for the fighter is it increases the strength, and you get the same strength, and all Strider actually does is it increases the stamina, the stamina bar. So you're able to run more, and you're able to attack faster, and that's all that is. That's all a Strider does. And when you're doing that, and don't get me wrong, I mean, it's great. But it can literally considerably hinder you. Like, if you have way too much stamina, if you have way too much HP, if you have way too much strength, way too much magic, all these stats can affect you in a negative way. For example.
Yeah. My first character didn't exactly turn out to be the most powerful, and I was going from character to character, class to class, all over the place with no real plan.
Yeah. What I use mainly for my Dogma type character, I started out as a fighter. I kind of went over level because I completed 2 quests depending on what I had at the time. I believe I was like level 13 before I actually got the great score. But like,
Oh yeah, guys, and I run out of stamina far too often in this game because I'm the most impatient guy.
Yeah. And later on when we're coming to the Blood Island, basically, you'll get a quest mechanic that gives you a constant supply.
Yeah.
So you won't really need to worry about stamina as much as like Dragon's Dogma, the original gameplay. That's where I was actually really kind of on that one.
Yeah, we'll also, like in most recordings for us, we'll be also talking about problems in the game community for each game. Right, like for instance, all of you people who go there and farm the Dragon,
as Dr. Angelot explained to me, that every time you kill him, he gains more health, more defense, and more attack power. So please stop attacking him. We'll let some of the newer players
not only that,
try.
it's not the fact that people go in there to kill him and enjoy.
Like, so there's a lot of people that go in there on very serious. Like when he has 1 HP, for example, 1 HP bar, just sit there for like 30 minutes keeping them down, and they will never get a drop doing that. But they will get a if they do kill them within like 10 seconds, yeah, they get a drop. And no offense, but your Dragon Online, everybody fights that same dragon, and everybody seems to hate him. But like when you're trying to get the physical armor and all that, and killing him, I mean, it's a challenge, and that's the challenge of the gameplay. The more you kill him, the more stronger he gets, and the higher the defense plays. But they said on the wiki that it caps at 2 billion each phase, and I haven't seen it like scale more than 2 billion, but like they're doing a whopping like 6K on him per hit, and with 3 players, you're doing 6K per hit with 3 players, and you're barely scratching as HP bar, and that's including when you're popping with like Conqueror's Profits and your parties and all the party upgrades and all that. Like, what's the matter is just way too high defense that your Dragon and online mode has. But as yeah, that can actually hinder a lot of people though. Because it is supposed to be in game tier, and yeah, I mean, it can actually hinder you or increase you, depending on what type of character you are. A lot of people kill the War Dragon with an assassin. A lot of people kill it with a warrior. A lot of people kill it with a mage. But it's really hard to kill it with a mage because you guys get their cast. I can't.
Yeah, I beat the offline version as a sorcerer, and it was by far one of the hardest hour and a half that I've ever spent killing the offline version of any boss. Ever.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I would have rather been sitting there using a broken weapon against, Ornstein and Smo than fighting the Ur Dragon as a sorcerer. Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. And the Ur Dragon can be like, the Ur Dragon in online mode is like basically picture the biggest ass you'll ever see in the history of ass world. Alright, basically. And now picture 2 billion HP on that, and the maximum amount of damage per hit is 4,000.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but that's just asinine. If they was gonna make it like a maximum damage limit on the Yor Dragon, they should have at least added it way higher than what it actually is. I mean, I do 60,000 damage to Demon within like 5 hits on Blade alone. I can literally kill him just stabbing him in the face. Within 5 minutes of like, as soon as I enter and dip to him, and don't get me wrong, I'm talking about the second evolved version of him. I mean, not using explosive arrows or anything like that, but I could.
That would really make it an easy fight if you were using like explosive arrows with some sort of like special shot attack too, right?
Oh yeah, especially like 5-Arrow Fury, Good Shot, Mighty Bend, stuff like that. It's always great. But I mean, it would just make it way too easy for me to kill Demon. I mean, I wouldn't even have to really try or focus or anything. Now, okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to make an assassin type character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're an assassin type character, what you want to do is you want to level that character up from 1 to 10 up to 1 to 10 to from 1 to 10 to a fighter from 1 to 10, and then you want to go in ranger. The reason for ranger is because the strength requirement for a ranger is also included for a extra stat bonus. You can do that. Now, the strength that an assassin uses is the same type of strength that all the other classes use, except magic type classes. Make it a pure basic strength thing. Now, yeah, you're not going to have a lot of, like, for example, you're not going to have a lot of stamina to be able to grab a hold of a lot of enemies and stay there, but that's where the extra perks come in, later down the road, so you actually have that type of ability to grab a hold of a Cyclops, climb them up, or a core Cyclops, climb up all the way, and just slash him in the eye. Mm-hmm. And then jump down and then shoot him in the face. I mean, basically what you would do, if, that's how I would do it anyway, but like, a lot of people's play styles different. I mean, Now the assassin does have the highest DPS rating in all of the entire gameplay.
Hmm.
The DPS rating for an assassin is 1200 or 12,000 DPS per second.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Now, imagine that and that's not including the buffs or anything, that's just including the DPS damage from basic hits. And that would be with, like, weapons like Heaven's Keys and Frem's Blades and stuff like that. You could actually go up to 28,000 DPS. And if you're talking about, like, Conqueror Shield, you have, like, 32,000. I'm not joking. I literally take one bar of Damon's HP, just so I can involve them in one shot with mainly only 3. Conqueror Shield the entire fight. I just go in there with with 3 of them and just eradicate his entire HP bars. Yeah, Grand Braids are basically the overpowered version of basically anything, but they have their effects. They have their kids' effects.
Yeah, I just finished summoning in the 2 pawns that I have my main pawn that I always use, and then I summon in your pawn and then toasters all the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
It helps with the beginning of the game quite nicely to have some powerful pawns to help out.
Oh yeah, it'll always help.
Like especially
I mean,
your pawn out of all the pawns is probably the one with the most damage output.
Yeah. And she'll always have the highest damage output. I mean, she has 4,000 magic damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
by the way, when I played a sorcerer on my other character, so the second I summoned in this enchantress, and I saw that weapon, which is the end DLC weapon, right, for like the best staff in game as worm forage, right, which is like the highest you can get. When I saw that, I was so upset about it. No, like when I saw that, I was so upset because I know that, like, once he gets the Rift Crystals, he's going to get the most powerful weapon in the game for a sorcerer, and his sorcerer pawn's going to have it and going to have thousands of attack power, and it's just going to be insane.
Okay, so it'll raise my pawn from 1,623 Mystic Dust to 1,730 Mystic Dust. And that'll increase her damage to around 4,000 even, basically. But that ain't bad for a sorcerer. I mean, I'm still trying to work on my sorcerer, and I mean, she may have a little quirk like she likes to run up cast spells at point blank range at older stage, you know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we've all been there.
Yeah, I've seen those little quirks though between it too. Like I've seen it happen, but you want to know what? If she can have the cover from like an assassin or a knight, that wouldn't be so bad, because something like High Glacial or something would be insane at that close of a range. It would be like the most beautiful attack I'd ever see.
Yeah. For example, though, like my main objective is to protect my pawns. I try to protect everybody's pawns that I have on my team, unless they get petrified and then they're fucked.
Same here, dude. I try to cover my pawns as much as possible.
Now, don't get me wrong, I try to give as much cover to my pawns as I would a normal player. Some people are like, just summoning a pawn. They don't provide it any cover. They let it die.
No, you're supposed to give your pawn healing items, as well as yourself. Because if you're going to, use a pawn, at least give it some healing items so it has its own healing supply and you don't have to worry about its HP so much.
Yeah. That was one thing I wasn't doing and I found difficult.
Yeah, everybody finds it difficult because they want to carry the pawns to carry whatever they want them to have, not whatever the pawn needs. And
Like often I'll give my pawns when they're petrified like the healing items, but I don't make I leave my pawns more open for more healing, for more being more of the pawns with the higher equipment mode. I leave them open. I try to leave their space more open to carry the heavier items that are worth lots of money.
yeah, and you know, when I first started playing the game, I realized that yeah, like the weight distribution does make more sense later on down the road. I mean, you have like perks, for example, that could actually increase the weight density or decrease it depending on how you set up the class. If you're a big bulky tank like, for example, a fighter or warrior or any type of that, you're gonna definitely win against like something that has
Like a Hydra?
yeah,
Finally.
yeah, something like a Hydra. You're not gonna lose to a Hydra basically because the Hydra is not gonna be able to heal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your pawns are gonna be able to constantly restack. For example, okay, so I always give enchanters my pawns a few of the potent greens, right? Potent greens. Like do mushrooms, so she has stamina recovery. You know.
When you give it a stamina recovery, your pawns don't have a stamina bar.
They can still use it. They will actually use it. They do actually have a stamina bar. It's just not shown.
Mm.
They will still use it. I mean, someone may need it. For example, I've seen my pawn literally go down after casting like tornado, the tornado spell,
Yeah, I know which spell you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but those are like half stamina bar each. So yeah, they must have a stamina bar then.
Yeah, and
yeah, this next bit, because I'm saving all my discipline to be able to switch. This next bit is going to be absolute hell because I'm not giving myself any new attacks for my fighter because I'm just kind of rushing through to get to there and then probably gonna still have to grind. Oh no, wait, that's right.
I would grind on the Cyclops if I was you after you get to the assassin point.
Grind on the Cyclops?
The Cyclops towards, you know where the Overmind shaft is? On the back quest of that?
Oh, that Cyclops. Okay. What, does that Cyclops like respawn every time you rest?
He'll respawn every 3 days.
Every 3 days?
And there's the guy that basically lets you rest there for 3 days. Or basically rest there for, I believe it's 150 coins. 50 coins each, so you have 150.
Alrighty, so we gotta continue moving here. I don't have time to deal with all these enemies, even though it's probably good to not leave many alive. I'm going to try to get there. Get there before level 10 and then just grind in front of the Granders for a bit.
Yeah. And what I did when I was basically the basic Dragon Dogma, I didn't have the DLC, so I couldn't really do much in the DLC, and I wouldn't have any of the best equipment or any of that until later on. Like, but instead of all that, I waited basically. And I literally just kind of leveled up my character the way I saw fit for stronger enemies. For example, I have 3 worms, wyverns, and 5 executioners in this one area already. And later you'll get it. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what an executioner is. If not by now, executioner is one of those guys that like to execute people with hammers. And those farmer guys, everybody hates those guys, especially if you're not in the city. type warrior or a mystic assassin.
Oh, you mean like,
Magic based. Yeah.
you mean those guys in like the dark armor? Or like,
Yeah, and that's why I use my enchantress a lot, because my enchantress has bugs to prevent all that armor, and like when you break off the armor, it goes to have like, for example,
oh,
goes
no, I thought you were talking about those guys like before the double priest boss.
Oh yeah, the silver and the red knight.
No, they're like black and red, but they're like they say walking fighter skeleton dudes. Those guys, they have like the shield and sword and their pure black armor.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Those are the twin men. The silver and
No, like I mean, there's just one before the Dragon Rider boss. Like the two dragon, like before the mid-game dragon boss, you room before that boss before then, right? There's that one guy, short, character size.
Yeah, it's before that actually. I know what you're talking about, but like, yeah, man.
But yeah,
No, bad.
once you fighting Damien, and he's not doing,
Yeah.
he's not following a regular AI pattern or something.
He casting that aura where he sucks you in with a vortex, and he's just being asinine. You know how asinine he can be.
Time for my least
But,
favorite
like,
quest in the game.
My least favorite quest is probably the worst quest. My favorite and worst quest that's in the game is killing death.
I never got the killing
Yeah.
death quest, so I don't know about that, but escorting the stupid freaking ox cow thing to Granzis.
Now, yeah, don't get me wrong. I would like actually climb on that ox cow thing.
Like, if only I could use a healing spell, I'd just be kicking the shit out of that thing. Like, personally, every
Now-
game through, I play a mage. Like, at the beginning of every game, I play a mage just so I can kick the crap out of that thing.
Yeah.
I abuse that thing, but now I'm playing a fighter, so I gotta walk as slow as a freaking snail for a half an hour quest. In my opinion, this quest takes freaking ever.
Yeah. They want to be challenging at times. Like, for example, he'll actually take your HP bar down to like 200 from 4,000, and then 4,019, he'll take it down to 223.
Yeah.
And that's because I can't grab a hold of him in time and mainly hit you if you can't grab a hold of him in time, obviously.
Yeah, but there is an assassin skill to stop that attack, but it's a very costly one if you don't have the right items.
Well, no, there's not actually, because the attack that he hit you with is magic. And
No, this makes you invulnerable to every attack, though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, but like, you talked about the broom.
Yeah, if you don't have like the rim and then you use this attack, it will cost you your entire stamina bar for invincibility for as long as you have a stamina bar.
Yeah.
So you use that to remain full of stamina forever, which gets annoying at times because because you have to make sure it's always up or else you're screwed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that gets you killed eventually if that's not up.
What's more annoying about the assassin though is if you start grabbing a hold of enemies, obviously, and you're constantly trying to run up and grab a hold of an enemy, especially enemies that are really fucking fast like T1.
Yeah, you could use
insanely fast.
You could always use that the one that increases the attack that increases your speed too.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I used attacks that help with like smaller enemies along the way, like for example, master kill, stuff like that. That is made for an assassin type character.
Mhm. Yeah, Master Kill, Snake Fight, I get it.
Yeah. Shearing Lens pretty good too. I mean, you can't go wrong with Shearing Lens.
Yeah.
Hitting one is literally hitting an asshole today.
He just doesn't want to die.
Well, it's not he doesn't want to die. It's the fact that he's like spellcasting like 50 feet away from me and managing to get my entire party. And through my pawns, he's literally hitting me through my pawns.
That's a little overpowered. I remember how hellish the beginning of the game was before I learned about that whole little trick where you can grab any friend's pawn for free.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, there's Lord Thomas here. Well, that'll help me. But I don't know how well that'll help my pawn.
So yeah, what I'm pretty much doing is, so the design for this, for my pawn is,
The path of my pawn is it's going to be a healing mage throughout the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be the use for my pawn is that it is going to. I'm going to try to make my pawn heal me as much as I can get it to. So
Basically, what you want your pawn to be is a mage. And you asshole thing.
yeah,
He's been really.
there it is. Alright, I was just checking up on the cart because I ran up ahead to kill some enemies and lost it. Common problem with this quest. Where is it? Yeah. Uh-oh.
That's legit. 60 feet away.
Oh yeah, whoever didn't know about this secret little chest here, congratulations, you just found out. I found out recently myself about the secret little chest for the giant rock. I just hope it does that.
Oh yeah, and there's also a hidden spot. And I don't know if you know about it yet or not, but like there's a few hidden chests, and there's a few hidden like a gravestone, and
Oh yeah, I know about those. I actually visited those this playthrough.
yeah, yeah, there's a few hidden things that are like throughout the game that most people don't even remember or get or haven't paid attention long enough for to even know it. My pawn is casting magic.
My pawn is too. So my pawn is doing its job at healing me, so I'm going to use its heal to heal it up. I'm going to start kicking this cow to speed up this process a bit now that it's closer to the end. My pawn just got smashed. Oh, the pawn shouldn't have been standing in front of the cart.
My pawn should never been standing in front of me while I'm climbing up the game on, and he's catching lightning. But yeah, the pawn system could be better, and the hit block could be better.
One thing I wish though is
Demon hit you from behind him when like you're climbing up his tail, for example, and he can turn to the side one time and hit you. I mean, and throw you off.
So,
I mean, you have a full bar stamina.
so it sounds like he's annoying, but I've seen people for strats against Demon or whatever. I forgot what you call. I know you've been like saying his name this entire time, but I forgot. But I've seen people who just do this and they strike.
Yeah.
At a certain, and they just grab on to his arm itself and climb up to about the elbow and just attack there.
Yeah.
And that
that's
stops
actually
being able to.
That's actually a good strategy, but like, there's also a super weak spot that I'm talking about like a super weak spot where he literally has you chop him down the 4 times or hit him 4 times and it hits an entire HP bar is gone.
Really?
Yeah, and
So like an attack like 100 or 1,000 kisses is like absolute murder on that weak
bread
spot.
and butter. Exactly. And his original main head. I don't know where people got the idea that his the second head is his weak spot, but
I never heard anyone say the second head is the weak spot. I've never heard his head was a weak spot.
Yeah, his original head, like the humanoid type of head, is the main weak spot.
Not the demony dragon head in the center.
No, it's on top of his actual head, but it could be, but I mean, you could deal the same amount of damage hitting the dragon type head, and that's the funny part. But you're risking more damage and more of a one type of hit KO from that one dragon type head. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I've never fought in Demon, but I kind of get what you're saying is it's riskier to attack the dragon type head.
Yeah, because he can actually do 3 types of attacks. One being the dragon breath, one being the charge beam of basically purple fire.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the purple fire charge beams and stuff before.
Yeah, and the other one being basically just chomping you.
Yeah, I have there's it does all. So that head does all everything a dragon's head can do.
Basically, yeah. I mean, but it's just more riskier to attack it. I've had it where I was just slashing away at it and it was stunned into 1,000 knives, and he literally started to do the chomping attack, and I wasn't really paying attention. And apparently, I got sucked in, even though I was on his face.
Yeah.
I mean, that can be deadly at the time, especially if you're an archer and you're not actually supposed to be doing that type of shit. You know what I mean? Hellfire armor.
Well, you got some new armor?
And just Hellfire.
Yeah. I plan on finding out what's the best assassin gear in the game.
Best assassin gear in the game would be depending on what level you're going to be. If you're going to use the assassin from so if you're going to use a fighter type assassin build where it's going to be fighter level from 1 to 10, and then if you over level it, it's fine, but it just adds more strength and health a little bit more, and that's about it.
Yeah, but I'm only level 8 and I'm just about to hit Grancis, so I'm not going to get too over leveled. I might have to grind some Saurians for some extra levels to hit 10.
Yeah, and don't forget about the cattle that do discipline points, man. Those discipline points come in handy. But I mean, I have some armor that you might want. Assassin mask.
Yeah.
Do that some armor, deep armor.
Alrighty.
May not help too much, but I mean.
The assassin armor, if I could only get that on, if you could only give it to a pawn or something so I can take it off the pawn, would be great.
You can actually give it to your strider class, unfortunately. Let's see. That might actually come for you.
But yeah, but I'm not going to even put my pawn for a second on a strider class and risk all those points that I could be getting that I could be getting as Mystica.
Yeah, the thing about that would be actually as long as you're not leveling that font. However, you can actually use the swapping it for like trade.
Mm-hmm.
If you swap it for trade, you're not actually going to level it up. Unfortunately, the downside, you're just going to swap it. You're going to leave it, then your friend's going to pick it up, then he can drop it to you. And that pawn's not going to gain any stat points, any of that. For example, I could use your pawn basically to drop you like burnished bracers and stuff like that.
Well, there is a weapon from the DLC that I wouldn't mind if I'm going assassin.
The brand blades.
Yeah, the Hellrent braid blades, the ones that look like butcher knives.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind those if I'm going like ranger or anything like that. Wouldn't mind.
Well, I believe I have a pair of those. I also have a pair of Spitfire, and yeah, I have an extra pair. I have 5 of them.
You have 5 pairs? How did you get so many?
I am very lucky with random level 2 drops. I also have a pair of brand blades that have a higher strength. If you want those.
I would take.
Probably not gonna be able to break them, but like because they're all free.
No, you have to trade me an unreinforced set, but I can always Dragon Forge them because I'll be, by the time I hit the mid-game dragon, I should be playing an assassin by then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and build my pawn.
Yeah, if you have a mystic, too bad maxing out a mystic archer is really hard, because there is the one thing that mystic archers come in handy for, is setting up for Atomy, because you can just shoot 3 great sacrifice arrows, killing all your pawns.
Yeah, autonomy skill for an assassin is also great. I mean, you don't necessarily. I mean, I beat the game by myself like 7 times in a row. Now I'm not the best expert at games like this, but I am a great expert at gameplays and RPGs. Not so much as FPS, but I still play FPS even though I suck at them.
Yeah, I just hate FPSs in general, guys. Like, I will never play a first-person shooter. Like, I've given them a try. I just don't like them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get like those fucking stupid retarded kill cams where you run behind a like you're behind a wall and then you see a bullet come from the side and you're dead. It's so logic. And
that logic.
Yeah, that logic, man.
Yeah.
Or you'll get like spawn probe where you're having like a guy that randomly is across the map firing a random shot and then manages to hit you with a headshot through 3 walls. Like Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not.
I used to do that myself.
It sounds like you're not the biggest fan of that Black Ops 2 logic.
I'm not a big fan of any type of logic. Especially FPS logic. I'm not a fan of Halo 5 either. I wanted to play Halo 5 with my girlfriend, but we had to buy 2 consoles. Yeah, not worth the $90 or $80 that was worth paying for. I mean, in my opinion, if you're gonna sell a game, don't be like up gouging price because you imitated a title that took out a lot of the main basis of the entire game.
Yeah.
And there's people that still play Halo Reach because it has split screen. Halo 5 only has split screen, but only a few players. There's about maybe 1,000 players that play Halo 5 now at the moment. I can't even get a game started.
Yeah, there's more players playing Dark Souls 1 right now than they are playing Halo 5.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, Halo 5 is ridiculous. But I love Dark Souls 1. I will seriously tell you I can literally tell you one of the best builds for Dark Souls 1 for one shot build, especially the 14.
Yeah, I prefer my one of my newer builds that I've created, which I will not be giving any details out to, for reasons of I think it would ruin the community if any hacker figured out the stats for this character, right? Because it would, right? With its stats, it would ruin the community. Like it would seriously just make the community pointless to play on. So, like I had recorded it, and then like grief hit me and then I realized, well, if a hacker figures out how to make this build, it's over. What's the community gonna do about a hacker who can't be killed in areas with no cliffs, right?
Yeah, basically.
Like the only way to kill a hacker if a hacker found these stats would be by hacking, and you'd be like the biggest hypocrite ever.
Well, I've had it where hackers invade me. But then again, I am a hacker, so I will admit to that. I do.
Yeah, but like
I do
me,
mod, but I mod by being criminally smart. Yeah, I'm not one of those assholes that come in the world just to kill you because I can. I'll literally drop you like fucking.
Yeah, like I say, there's one type of hacker
I can't stand, and then there's the hacker that Dr. Agelot is. The hacker that Dr. Agelot is, he'd be that guy who'd just sit there dropping you hacked weapons with infinite health, because you can't kill him, so he'll just drop you a bunch of good equipment to help you protect you from other hackers.
Where there's those hackers who sit there at level 15 invading new players, yet they give max level players a run for their money in a fight. Where's the fun in that? So I'll make an anti-hacker build just to stop people like that. I'll do it 1,000 times over, but I won't post it. Giving hackers ideas. Do that, alright?
Well, I mean, they can't really do much. I mean, especially the save editor type of hackers.
Well, they could
save editor type hackers are assholes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to use the save editor, but I found it better to just rewrite the code.
Just rewrite the code.
Yeah, just rewrite the code. Basically, for example, the Atoria sword is 005. X31. Just rewrite that, and you have a weapon that does basically 90 million damage.
What? Well, here's the thing, like, if, like
But it's a phantom weapon. You won't be able to see it in any hand. No matter what.
Yeah.
You have to actually have a weapon in your left hand now to be able to use it. That's the problem. This is registering that you're actually full-loading it. So your left weapon that'll always, yeah, it's just retarded. So the people that use save editors, though, are the ones that like to go around and easily...
Well, not all of them. There is me who sometimes uses a save editor, but all I really use it for is to spawn in some items, spawn in crystal weapons, because there are, like, crystal great clubs for one-shot builds, that one-shot strength builds that use it. Right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which makes a lot of sense in the way that I'm just building a character, and all the rest of the stuff is like legit, and you could kill me just as easily as you could kill any other player that wasn't cheating.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way though, people that are using save editors, so they have 999,999 billion HP.
Don't get me wrong though, I have tried those kind of things out, but on friends, and I would never do that on like a regular online player like any of you guys, or like I never would. It doesn't bring me any joy to cause someone.
Oh, I believe it is funny. That logic though just basically say that I don't find it that, I mean, basically
saying that you don't find it funny to cause a little bit of misfortune to people would be a total lie, because you had that one invader that had constantly invade you in the boost archive every time, who had modded stats or infinite HP or fucking ridiculous amounts of spells at the same time, you know.
I found the sneakiest hacker ever, and if he wouldn't have pulled out his hack magic against me, I would have never known he was a hacker.
Yeah.
Like, he used Karmic Justice Explosion, like, you dirty hacker, I'm gonna heal on you because you're cheating. That's just, like, if you're not playing legit, I won't play fair, and that is my thought process, and I was in a build that I probably shouldn't have been in, seeing the fact it was overpowered and looked like most hacker builds because of the armor set was random as all hell.
Yeah.
My fault, yeah. But, you know, it was a good build.
Some weird type of hacker. Dark Souls 2 actually prevents that so much.
Yeah. Like, I have seen infinite health on that game, and it breaks the second if someone can kill you. You have to literally delete the character and restart.
Yeah.
Because it will read that you're dying because your health bar isn't full. I once was playing around with the save editor, and when I hit the max button I loaded in, it said my health bar wasn't full. I healed with an Estus flask, and I call it I broke the curse, where really, the character wouldn't stop dying when her health bar was full. I would spawn at the bonfire, die. Respawn, die. Respawn, die.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. It was hilarious. I said I broke the curse and deleted the character. I told my friends this, and they were confused.
Oh, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It states that you broke the curse. I mean...
Well, the curse is basically you'll just lose your souls over and over and over with struggling.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
and
I didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah, and you just basically broke the curse by literally just keep dying. That makes more sense in my opinion. From Dark Souls 3 is right now, so I'm hyped.
Yep.
I'm pretty hyped about Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I am too. And ignore any voice, that was someone in the background. Ignore that.
Nah, man, Dark Souls 3 is gonna be like exactly like Dark Souls 1.
God damn it, why didn't it, like, equip anything? What the hell?
Usually gives you the option if you don't have any equipment for the character.
Yeah.
To, like, put on equipment. And it didn't do that for me for some odd reason.
What are you talking about? Like, Dark Souls 3? Or what?
No. For my base character, it says I have to go buy weapons and armor. Weapons and items. For the ranger.
Yeah, it won't give you a base option. You actually have to buy them, unfortunately.
Shit, seeing to the fact that, like, the weakest item that I can get is $11,000. And I'm buying an $11,000.
Let's see. Let's search. I don't want priorities, I want friends. Yeah. Your pawn is a butter. No.
I haven't updated.
Alright. Go ahead and update.
Yeah.
And I'll fill in your pawn
And you'll trade me some stuff, because I'm just getting some, like, I would love some armor and some weapons right now. Better than what I got from my ranger. Ranger weapons. Or, like, Strider Ranger class weapons that I could use.
Alright, I'll be happy. You'll have to make it naked, unfortunately.
A what?
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a naked character. And you're gonna need to make your, pawn a ranger.
Aren't you, like, trading, though?
Yeah, I'm trading you. I'm sending it to you, but I had to give it to you, your pawn, to
Yeah, I gotta change to. It won't let me chain to anything but a strider. So I can deal without a bow. If you can give me better better daggers.
I should be able to give you better daggers.
Yeah. It won't let me switch to a strider yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just equip my pawn with.
So you're a fighter, right?
Right now I hit level 10, so I'm a ranger.
Okay, so you're a ranger. Alright. Now, your
Because you had said you
wanted.
No, you said to go ranger next for how many levels? What level should I stop being a ranger at?
I would suggest taking from the double 10 to 30.
Okay, so 30
then
when I
you'll upgrade your. Yeah, you'll upgrade your bow damage. It'll increase your damage for both.
Yeah.
And you'll also have the daggers.
Alrighty.
So you'll be able to.
I'm overriding
Yeah.
upon now. See if
I'm gonna go ahead and rest and update, and I'm gonna send you a
yeah. It should be named Toaster's Gamertag because I just decided to.
Toaster, really?
Yeah, I didn't want to put his real name because I was gonna name it the name of my other pawn, but then I realized that that's like his real name, so I can't put it.
Well, as long as you don't name it Steve Urkel, I'm pretty sure that we're good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just like I don't want to put any of my friends' like real names on as their pawn names and then put it up over the internet.
Yeah, and that's understandable, man. I mean, it's just doing what it's
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Toaster. Toaster. We're waiting on It is a level 9.
Yes.
And he is naked.
That's weird because he should be in just the basic armor that I put on.
Yeah, he has shoes, but that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Level 9, rank 1 Strider. I want those powerful DLC weapons that I don't want to buy because they're like $2 million. So
yeah.
But you
Eventually,
get it.
I'll get tired of those.
Yeah, maybe when I get more powerful weapons, I'll get tired of those weapons.
Yeah, eventually you'll get tired of those.
Logic. Until I get more powerful weapons, I won't get tired of powerful weapons. Like, oh. And then I'll sell those weapons because they sell for a high price. I'll Dragon Forge some other weapons. You want to know what? To this day, I still haven't seen what happens if you just take the Dragon Steel. I've always been trying to Dragon Forge a weapon, and I'll kill the dragon just because I need the Dragon Forge. Or Dragon Forge some item.
Well, aren't you an asshole?
Like, I've never taken that Dragon Steel.
Now, do you want the assassin ring, or do you want the ranger band?
I'll take the assassin ring.
The assassin ring, the powder tag, that's all it increases, the powder tag.
Powder tag?
Powder charge, powder blast.
Okay, then no, I'll take the one that increases some dagger attacks or some bow attacks, so maybe the ranger ring.
So you want the dagger stand?
Yeah. If you could give me more than one of those rings, maybe one that upgrades some bow skills as well would be nice.
Okay, I'll give you the ranger band, but I really need it back.
You need it back? Then don't give me something that
for my archer.
Yeah, don't give me something that you'll need eventually.
Okay. I'll probably won't be using it anytime soon. But
when I get one for myself, I'll give it to you. Kind of deal. Or till I get a bit more powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. You could use it, or you could use whatever. I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me.
While I'm waiting, I'm just jumping from the 3 little rooftops out in the square.
I don't know.
Being an idiot. And maybe can you give me some good armor? Armor, bows, and daggers. What makes the world go around, but you can't give me a bow. Don't deal with what I got.
Do that, and then I'll try to find you a decent.
If anyone wants to know how to get like mid-game equipment really early, if you can grind your way up to the Great Wall, you can always go and buy the Great Wall equipment from there at any time in the game. But it's a pain in the butt to do. So I recommend, like, if you forgot to buy something for the class that you're playing, if you wanted to go play and you're in new game and you've already beaten the game once and you have a Fury Stone and a Portal Crystal there, I'd recommend just Portal Crystaling there and using the money you got. That's the soonest possible way, right? You can get there pretty fast. Like once you finish the Grand Sword quest, you can actually use Fury Stones. I've learned, so yeah. It just helps a little hint. So you done giving my pawn some items?
Give me 1 second. I'm looking through and making sure I have. I have like a random fucking armor for fighters. I don't really have that much armor for rangers, and that's the ironic part.
Yeah.
And I have it for like everything. Like I have hunter's jackets and stuff like that. But it's not really that great.
I've hit that point of boredom where I'm now attacking the top of the room with the plunge attack and launching my character.
Right.
So because it's those same 3 roofs around the fountain.
Yeah. Let's see what we have here. I'm gonna give you this purchase.
Yeah. It's too bad you didn't have some sort of like ranger bow or something.
I have a ranger bow.
Like a bow that a ranger and a strider could both use.
I don't have that much yet.
Yeah. Most bows can't be used on rangers.
I have. Would you like the dragon Harry? Or
Dragon's Airy?
Yeah.
What's that?
Or later on when you use your pawn upgrade or whatever, I'll give you the Cathedral Crown. Basically, that bow is fucking ridiculous. It increases your experience gain by double.
Yeah, once it gives my pawn the ability to go to like second classes like rangers and stuff, I'll make sure I get that powerful bow for myself.
You wanted the Helmbert daggers, right?
Yes. Because I know the power of those daggers all too well. Those are the strongest daggers I've used so far on any character.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give your character some of the items I have.
Alrighty. Maybe you want
to give to Lucy. Yeah. Oh, well, I can't get that.
What can't you give?
Well, I apparently equipped the dagger. And apparently I can't give you the Albert daggers. For some reason.
So you can't give it the daggers?
I cannot give you the daggers, unfortunately.
Are you trying to give me upgraded versions?
No, these are not upgraded. These are not upgraded.
Alrighty.
I have 5 of them, and I know they're not upgraded because I never use these things. Let's see. Well, maybe we will give you Evan's Cave. Yeah, I believe I could give you Evan's Cave.
Alrighty. I'll take some heaven.
Yeah, I could give you Evan's Cave. Okay.
I'll take 7. Sounds like this is
the Guardian of the Shadow.
Okay.
I can't give you the Bird of the Shadow, I believe. No. But I can give you the
Yeah. There's just gonna be like one problem. I'm gonna try to grind my way to be an assassin before I go and fight the Griffin.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, I'm gonna do a truckload of side quests, as many as I can. Notice board quests, all that
I'm
stuff.
gonna try to give. Okay, so you're gonna be able to equip this. And I'm not able to equip this.
Yeah, just tell me when I can rest, and I will be good to go.
Okay, let's see here.
The interior design on this game is pretty cool, actually. I never really took the time to appreciate the interior design for this game. Like, for instance...
Unfortunately, I can't give you the dagger, the rings for some reason. The dagger string and stuff like that.
Oh, that's right, you can't give rings.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to have 1,000 kills though.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have. Yeah. It would have helped you immensely, especially with
the upcoming quest. I haven't went down to do the Bondfield quest yet.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I played this game and tried to go through that quest, and I can't actually tell what those things are, but those weird troll things.
Oh yeah.
That was very sad. It was very sad to watch me get stopped by this massive creature over and over and over again.
Or I could give you dragon pens, I guess.
Why not Heaven's Keys?
I mean, dragon pens still physical damage, Heaven's Keys deal magical damage.
Yeah, I'll take the physical because I'm going for strength build.
Okay, well, give me 1 second here. I'm looking for, like, leggings. For my character. For your character, actually.
You're looking for what?
Leggings. And boots.
Yeah. I can't wait I plan on not beating the game till I get some better equipment from the DLC.
Yeah, but, I'll work on getting you some decent equipment, and I won't,
like, if you can get me
to buy anything.
If I can,
I'll have to buy it just to figure out what it is, and I give it to you.
But if I can just get, before I even go beat the mid-game dragon, I'm going to try to beat the DLC. No, I'm not, actually. I'm going to kill the mid-game dragon so I can get Titan Sword.
I wouldn't worry about that. So I should banish your, pawn, right?
Yeah, you can kill it or send it away in the rift.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send it away in the rift.
Yeah, that sounds like the safer option.
So I equipped the... Oh, wait, I equipped that.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll take Heaven's Keys.
I could give you the Dragon Pain, though. The Dragon Pain is still 760 damage.
Alrighty, so you send my pawn away?
Not just yet.
So just hit the equip Dragon Pain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you the
And this has officially been one of my longer recordings at 1 hour and 4 minutes so far. And I haven't even gotten past Grand Soren.
Here, I'll blow some fresh air.
Did you just like send my pawn back? Like
I'm summoning. It's summoning random pawns. I don't need pawns. Okay, now I can send the pawn back. Okay. I'm gonna release your pawn.
Already.
Okay, so what should I give you? An apple, a grape, a pumpkin, an egg, a rotten egg. How about some rotten carrots?
I don't need anything. You'll have to give me nothing. But give like 4-star ratings on my part.
I'll give you a pecan.
Yeah, just give me a full star rating on my pawn.
There you go.
Comment saying very useful. Actually, a
very good.
Very good. But side note, we just think as a meat bait.
Basically, meat bait.
Yeah. At your level in the DLC, it's just a meat bait. It just runs into the fight and then gets kicked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at my level in the DLC that if I used upon that level, it would die faster than any of the other pawns that I would use. I'm pretty sure it would die faster or run faster than a 121, but
I'm pretty sure it would die faster than a goblin.
It would die as fast as a goblin, basically. I mean, I just look at a goblin and it falls over dead, basically.
It could be a good 5-second distraction against Damien, though. If it survives that long.
Well, that would be if I could actually get past the magical armor that moves on its own, and death, and 3 greater ogres.
Yeah.
And 2 core cyclopses and 5 mages. And
so guys, I'm gonna end this video here, and we'll pick back up afterwards. See you in the next one. Peace, like, and subscribe. Thanks.